Hi everyone, and welcome back to Writing Guy. As we delve into the future, the evolution of fountain pens holds fascinating possibilities. Advancements in materials, designs, and ink technology promise to elevate these writing instruments, blending tradition with innovation. I think the future may unveil pens that seamlessly bridge the analog and digital world, offering a harmonious balance between classic craftsmanship and modern functionality. Before we continue, please click the like button and subscribe. And if you are looking to purchase your next fountain pens, notebooks, and inks, please check out my shop on Instagram or check out the Patreon for exclusive content. Thank you. Humankind is really weird in a way that for whatever task we want to complete, we tend to develop and create tools to make that task a lot easier, more pleasant, and less effort driven. For an axe to be able to chop wood well, we have developed a whole system of mineral gathering, alloy creating, forging, and techniques teaching so that the people who still chop wood today can do just that with the least amount of effort and in the safest way possible. When all that is done, we get crazy a bit and start making that axe into something to marvel at, an object of perfected engineering and finishing, so that it would not just be a tool, but also a collectible item that is worth a lot more than just meets the eye. That whole tangent aside, I think it's going to be the path that our beloved writing instruments, the fountain pen, is going towards in the years to come. If you are following the trends of fountain pen world, you can see that trends come and go from time to time, and there's not much of a huge difference between pens from the last decades and the pens that are released in recent years. There are plenty of reasons for such a slow development rate, but in general, the fountain pens have slots its place as the number one means of communication and note-taking of our current generation. However, it isn't to say that there is no use for such an instrument for the modern day, and the constant stimulus from the internet has created a wave of people who would like to have a clear separation from all the information and the true form of thinking that our brains wish to have. Having no sorts of outside stimulant and dopamine hits from the constant spamming of triggers, it does bring up the benefit of the writing tool being a memorabilia to remind you that you don't have to glue your eyes to a phone screen most of the time, and there's a whole new world out there that you can experience with your real senses. And you can always look at the possibilities that a blank page possesses. The opposite side does bring something to our consideration as well. How do we actually combine technology with the means of writing that is so instinctual to the fine motions of our fingers and hands? In the recent years, we have seen attempts at making technology of smart pens and smart paper created to sort of digitalize the written articles and drawings of your creation. They are good attempts, Nonetheless, there is still much to go, and the idea of creating a more limiting device could prove such usefulness in the educational settings as the other currently available devices, such as a tablet, could prove to be too powerful for the young learners who have yet to learn how to control their urges in class. The idea of adding more state-of-the-art materials and 3D printing into the fountain pen world could be something to consider as well. In the past, we have seen countless fountain pens made with the silhouette of a stick and a tip that can draw out a dot or a line of ink. However, if we turn that into some never seen before shape that conform to the shape of the individual's hands or an extension to help those with disabilities to be able to enjoy the fun of using a writing instrument. The environment is there, and even though for now there seems to not be too many paths for the development of fountain pens, I can still see where we can break through, and the things that we were least expecting, such as the weight balance of a fountain pen, can now be adjusted with parts in the pen itself, such as with the mechanism of the Kuseido Kakari. At the end of the day, the fountain pen is basically a stick with a point. And there could only be so many things we could do to change the shape and the feel of such parts. We have gone a long way, and there could be another longer path to follow. Innovations do not happen overnight, and many refinements combined can be turned into a new innovation that is so different that we couldn't recognize its path right now. What do you guys think? What will the fountain pens look like in 10, 20 years from now? And what do you prefer we do with the fountain pens for the future? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.